big blunder. Archon Blunder.
Them or me?
You, bro. Like, you are tunnel visioning, bro. You are, playing like a caveman. You are not thinking like, what can kill me here? You are only looking at, okay, Lina is looking juicy, I'm gonna kill her, Okay. We got an Ursa against Enigma matchup. I think this is a matchup issue because Enigma right clicks shit ton with his Eidolons, and I don't think Ursa has any way to deal with it unless your support kind of helps. So if I am playing Enigma versus Ursa matchup, or if it's Beastmaster versus Enigma, I will first tell my support guys, let's aim the Eidolon before it splits. If you do the small communication right, you will stomp most of the Enigma games, because I'm pretty sure till immortal Enigmas are bad. They don't know to micro. They all know to do this only one thing. They let the Eidolons hit the creeps or enemy, let it split, and then they will use that to right click you or harass you. But if you suddenly tell your support, for example like a Lion or a Dazzle or someone to just go and start hitting the Eidolons, press all your buttons, for example for Ursa using Earth Shock and Lion standing the Eidolons and killing it, Enigma can't do much. Enigma is like totally fucked up. But if you let Enigma split the Eidolons, that means you are fucked, because I think 8 Eidolons or something will hit you and you can't do anything. So yeah,
after splitting the lane suddenly becomes unplayable.
Yeah, the only option you have is just to run and wait for the Eidolons to expire. But good players, they micro it very well. They will bait you, so I'm talking about the level 1 strategy. If you do this in level 3 or something, Eidolon, this Enigma will use Malefice and you will get harassed instead. So yeah, that is there. So your off support, enemy support is Magnus. I don't mind the stick buy because you can't predict if it was Magnus or Zeus. And I think Magnus also presses a lot of buttons. So yeah, this is fine. Usually I like to couple this fighting type of carries with a Faerie Fire. So Monkey King, Ursa, PA. If these heroes have a Faerie Fire, right, you will get a guaranteed first blood, or you will prevent a first blood. So if you're position 5 is kind of like a fighting position 5, like Lion, Ancient Apparition, Shaman, Dazzle. It's good to have a Faerie Fire. But if it's a Abaddon, Warlock kind of passive position 5, then you can skip Faerie Fire. So yeah, it would have been cool if you had 2 branches and a Faerie Fire. Okay. Then
I've seen some people do that.
Yeah, I think you understood now, like why people go Faerie Fire, because I had that question for a long time. Now. Sometimes people have Faerie Fire.
It makes sense on mid.
Yeah, the same goes for safe lane also. Sometimes it's that extra 75 HP that you can use it as a bait to get a first blood, or you can escape the first blood. Yeah, so Faerie Fire matters for Ursa. So you have got the Lotus. Okay, 4 minutes I am seeing you having both Boots of Speed and Blades of Attack. Instead, since you're this build suggests that you are going for a wand rush, right? So you are
Right.
This build, if you go, it's an indication that you want to rush a wand. So if you get that wand right, so I think you could have harassed him or killed him even, or you could have outtraded him. It's that small stats that matter. So if you have this, it's giving you like how much. Magic Stick doesn't give you anything. So 3 branches, but you have wand. Oh my god. You have wand, it gives you 3 attributes. That's in one slot. So that's a huge advantage. So you should have gone wand.
I replaced my sticks when I got Boots and Blades of Attack. Kind of a waste of 100 gold.
Yeah, that's there. And this is a kill lane. So you could have gone Orb of Frost, and then you could have went for Boots of Speed. If you want to build Corrosion, right, there is either you can straight away rush Corrosion if you feel like enemy is not even able to CS. If enemy is also having a good CS, you are also having good CS, then you can stop with Orb of Frost, and then you can go face Boots. So playing without Orb of Frost on Ursa or Monkey King or any hero, is essentially like just griefing yourself. So try to incorporate Orb of Frost into your build. It could be either after Boots of Speed you can go Orb of Frost, or you can go Orb of Frost and then Boots of Speed. Depends on how much CS you're getting. But given you have 18 CS at 4 minutes, you could have gone for that. Face Boots rush is also good, But if you have that Orb of Frost, it can really capitalize your, early kill potential. And let me see if I have done the same. Let's see if I practice what I preach. I played the same. I have played Ursa against Pangolier. So I went for Faerie Fire because I have a Shaman. Then I have went for Orb of Frost. Since I didn't had 3 branches, I have backpacked 1. If I am going 3 branches, then you have to go for magic 1, or else it's a waste of money. After that, I have finished Corrosion because this guy didn't had a game, I think. Then I went for Face Boots, then Battle Fury. Now this will, enable me, if I go for, Orb of Frost or Corrosion, I will have the advantage to join team fights. If I just go Face Boots into Battle Fury, that means, I'm only, keeping myself stuck with just, farming my Battle Fury, expecting my lane to go well. But if you have this Corrosion, you can join team fights, and you can, if not kill, you can at least prevent a kill, So I think what separates from low rank carry player to a high rank carry player, high rank carry players, they join good team fights. They will be farming as well as they'll be looking for joining team fights. It could be either by them straight away TPing to a team fight where enemy has overcommitted, or it could be where they just farm their way along to the team fight. If you're playing like a Radiant bottom carry, you clear the lane creeps. Instead of pushing the tower, instead of hitting the tower, you will be farming the jungle camp, and you will be making your way towards the river rune. And when power rune spawns, you go and make a play, you get a kill, and then you go back off, you do that. That will enable your farm speed very efficiently. But yeah, the biggest mistake
going to the river.
I mean,
carries, maybe PA could go.
Any hero can do, bro. If it's Terror Blade will not be using Metamorphosis much after 8 minutes, 9 minutes. So you can be farming the lane creeps, and then you can walk your way towards the fight, or you can either TP. So many options are there. But yeah, so if you are playing Ursa, Monkey King, PA, you need to have Orb of Frost. If you are going straight Face Boots, that means it's either your position 5 is playing terribly bad, or you just want to just limit yourself from not killing people. Though you've got the 14-6
the Corrosion, I always considered it like if you're dumpstering a lane, you get all of Corrosion, so you can keep pushing them out. But if it's like kind of difficult, like 4 minutes 21 is not an amazing lane, right? I'm missing a lot of CS, so I thought maybe my goal should be to survive.
Yeah, so we will look into what happened, and I'll show you, without even seeing this game, I can tell there are some kills that you would have missed because you didn't had Orb of Frost, and Enigma would have ran away. Corrosion is not mandatory, but Orb of Frost is mandatory. That's what I'm trying to say here. Let me see what does both items does. Corrosion, and by the way, this game, this lane, if you had went Corrosion, you would have got 7 agility. So you could have tanked some Enigma's hits if Enigma was bullying you with Eidolons. And it also enables you to, farm faster. See, it gives you 7 agility. Power Threat gives you 10 agility. So it's like just 3 agility difference. With that, you're also getting a kill. But yeah, I'm not going to say that Corrosion is mandatory. If you go Orb of Frost into Boots of Speed, you will have that option to like, okay, this I'm killing a lot. This Enigma, I'm killing him a lot. So if I go Corrosion, I can even join some team fights and further gain my lead. So that's why Morphling was very OP in last patch, because you go Vladimir, you buff your team. When you join team fights, it's automatically a guaranteed win for you. You were here, then you finished Face Boots, then you went for Cornucopia, then Battle Fury by 14 minutes, then Blink Dagger, Basher, BKB, then you went MKB. I mean, you are already on a very tough matchup, to be honest. You are against Medusa. So I think against Medusa, MKB is good, but after MKB, it would have been cool if you went Disperser. This hero is trash against Disperser, bro. Because Disperser gives you 2 things. 1, Medusa presses Stone Gaze, you have a way to survive. And 2, you are going to burn this hero's mana. If you burn this hero's mana, this hero's nothing. I think I played a Terror Blade game versus Medusa where when Medusa was pressing Stone Gaze, she died. So always try to include Diffusal into your build. I mean, even if you went Battle Fury, you can still go Diffusal. Like you have to completely abandon Battle Fury and have to go Diffusal. That will completely fuck up your farm speed. See, this game I went Diffusal, Disperser. See, I have tried to have these 2 items always with Medusa. Disperser, MKB, because mostly Medusa will go Butterfly. You will have MKB for that and Disperser to burn the hero's mana. Completely destroyed this game. So you need Disperser. Without Disperser, if you play Ursa, I think Medusa will just toy with you. But if your priority is to kill someone else, like Enigma or Zeus and Magnus, I don't care about Medusa. That's good as well. But do you have people who can buy Diffusal? So see, this guy didn't go Diffusal. Razor would have not went Diffusal, obviously. So you have no way to kill Medusa. So you should have taken up the lead and maybe should have gone for after Basher.
If I go Diffusal, it's like I'm skipping MKB. That was my one of the problems I felt this game. It's like Ursa has some items that are absolutely required, like
that is true. So you going MKB was not the problem, but after this you could have went for Disperser.
Replace the boots, you mean?
Yeah, replace the boots. Could have went Diffusal, then Swift Blink into Disperser, or just Blink Dagger, Disperser into Swift Blink.
I never replace boots unless it's for ages.
Oh.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a way to move, then you can sell boots. Only heroes that that are terrible with selling boots is PA. I think PA has no way to buy Swift Blink or Silver Edge or anything. So that's the only hero where you feel like you need to keep boots. But Ursa is a natural Blink Dagger going hero, so you don't need to hesitate too much on selling the boots.
Because I had money. If I sold boots, I could have made. I was also thinking about Octarine Core because it was very hard to.
Yeah, so going certain default build will work in will not work in all situations. So in this game, if Sniper went Diffusal, you go Octarine Core, I think you would have been frontlining and Sniper will be right clicking, but Sniper didn't go for it. Even Sniper didn't even go. He has went MKB very late. Like look at this. Like this guy has went Butterfly by like 24 minutes. This guy should have instantly started thinking of MKB, but he is in his own world because he is Archon. So you have to be the guy who can lead the team here. You can't be like I lost this game because Sniper didn't go Diffusal. It should be like my guy didn't go Diffusal and it's my responsibility to kind of capitalize the game with it. I think the game plan will be pretty simple. If you have Disperser, you Swift Blink Abyssal, you don't use the Disperser, bash Medusa 2 to 3 times, and then when she presses a Stone Gaze, you back off. Then when Stone Gaze is over, you again commit, you kill. Easy game. But since you didn't itemize for the hero, I think Medusa would have kited you so badly, and you would have been clueless. Like who can kill Medusa, man? But if you had this,
I wasn't even looking at Medusa, right? I thought once Stone Gaze is over, Medusa would be useless. So, and other people were also issues. Like Lina was also super fat. So I focused on killing Lina or Zeus. I never even tried to kill Medusa. It's like I was saving her for last.
Yeah, that is true.
I should have just skipped MKB too. I feel like
no, MKB was the right call. I'm not telling MKB was bad. It's just that you should have next itemized to counter your core matchup. Your itemization should always be focused on countering the core matchup. Some games Ursa will be feeling like a god, where enemy can't do anything if you go Aghanim Scepter Octarine. So in those games you go Octarine Core, Scepter Octarine Core. This game you have a responsibility to kill Medusa, and you have to itemize for that.
Okay.
Other than that, I think you went pretty solid items. I mean, like you told, Ursa has certain items that you can't skip. So Basher is needed, Battle Fury is needed, Blink is needed, BKB is needed, MKB is needed because Medusa went for Butterfly. Then after this, Disperser. And you could have done a lot much more. Anyways, let's go.
Maybe if you see the game, you will find that even with Disperser, it's very difficult to even get near Medusa because of other team members and big stuns in this game. It's like I can't hit Medusa. I felt like I had to kind of accept that I'm not hitting Medusa this game unless everyone else is dead.
Yeah, I understand that, but I think the problem with most of the Dota players in general is they don't think while they play. They just play based on what they have played so far, like how they have played so far. They just train themselves to play like a bot. The moment they see someone, they just blink in and try to kill. But if you take that one extra second step to just think for 1 second before you commit, right? Let's say before you press blink dagger, just ask yourself, if I blink and try to kill Lina, where is Magnus, where is the Enigma? Okay, what I'll do, I have swift blink, I'll just fake like I'm going to go on Lina, I'll just back off. So you make Magnus waste an RP, or you feel like your teammates are so bad, so you feel like, okay, I will dive after Magnus commits RP and black hole. See, this will work till 8k. You know, people are dumb. You know, this Magnus, even if he's 8k MMR, he will make a dumb play and where he will use his RP and then you can capitalize. So it's all about, you know, having the waiting game, especially if there is 3 bad heroes against Ursa. Magnus is bad. I mean, yeah, Magnus is fine, I think, because you can go Aggro Scepter, but Enigma is bad, Medusa is bad. So you have to think and play in this game. But I'm so happy that, you know, you have died only 6 times, given it was a hard game for you. So let's go.
Yeah, it's like Magnus felt manageable because I can plus R while the RP animation goes, right? There is some room for...
yeah. But good Magnus players will not let you, you know, press R. They will instantly, I mean, they will go Yasha Kaya. So their cast speed will be insane. So I don't think you'll be able to predict that RP is coming for you. So Scepter would counter. But this game, already you needed certain items to counter Medusa.
Prepare for battle.
That's fine. Okay.
Right.
So my first tip for you will be to, you know, make sure you quick buy till all the slots. You know, fill up all the slots. So it should be like Corrosion, Face Boots, Battle Cornucopia. It should be like that. I mean, I don't do that. So whatever advice I'm giving to you is whatever advice I want to follow. But just, you know, when I'm telling you to do this, it's a reminder to myself to, you know, do that as well. So yeah, so, you know, keep a lot of items prepared so that, you know, you will be focusing on what's happening in the laning phase rather than, you know, thinking of, oh, I didn't buy, I have gold left, you know.
Yep.
So I think this is 7.39, so Watcher should be disabled, right? So you have no other task to do as a position 1 before you can go and activate this Watcher, and then back off. But now you have nothing to do. So I would recommend you to at least, you know, stay at mid lane rather than here. Because right now, you know, enemy could be smoked. If you go to Divine or something, there are some supports who are, you know, they will try to capitalize the game from the start itself. So you standing here could be a bad thing for you. So it's fine to stay here. I mean, Skyrath Mage is there, but what if they smoke from there? So you have to think of all possibilities. You can't be like, this is Archon bracket, they will not do that. If they do that, you're going to waste your entire 40 minutes. Listen, we're having chit chat with Magnus.
Yeah. Magnus had a like 6-game win streak or something, like 9-game win streak. Yeah.
Okay. So game begun. So since you went for wand, you could have, since you know, built your starting items to go for wand, you should have either gone wand or you should have went for Orb of Frost. So should have, you know, quick buy a lot more items. Okay. I mean, nowadays there is no priority to block creeps unless there is Earthshaker or something. So yeah, so this is fine. Okay, so oh, wait a second, when did you skill? Oh my god, this is a big blunder, bro. I didn't notice that. Did you instantly skill the 3rd skill?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a huge blunder. So as Ursa, you should not do that, bro. So let's say, you know, enemy is coming as you know, smoked. They are coming as smoked. If you have Earth Shock, you can escape. But if you have Fury Swipes, you are dead. So, you know, you can even, yeah, so never skill like this. I think only exception could be Tiny or Nature Prophet when it had Ironwood Trent, where you can create the Ironwood Trent and send and stuff. And Tiny so that you can tree grab and save mana right in the fountain. But since you're Ursa, you need to hold Earth Shock. It could even lead to a potential kill. So if you remember at the start of the...
Smokes are kind of rare.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. You have to predict everything, expect everything and play. You can't be like, this rank, they will not do this, so I'll play like this. If you play like this, then you will stay in this rank only. But if you're ready to, you know, expect everything and play accordingly, that means that's where, you know, you will feel like people will call you like, bro, this guy is a smurf, you know. And that's a good feeling. So yeah. So I'm a little disappointed with you taking Fury Swipes. And like I told you at the start of the coaching session itself, when I saw Enigma, I told you, you have to, you know, talk to your support like, bro, you know, you press buttons, I press buttons, we kill the Eidolons together, then we bully Enigma. So your game plan should be like, you know, Skyrath Mage should press 2nd skill, you press 1st skill, Eidolon's dead, then you reset, Enigma can't do anything. So since you took Fury Swipes, it kind of it's going to give Enigma the advantage now.
Oh, you would want me to go Earthshock first just to mess with his Eidolon.
So if this is a high rank Enigma player, he will not, you know, just carelessly send away his Eidolons to right click you. He'll be positioning himself at back.
I could have Earthshocked it.
So I'm not telling you to skill Earthshock. I'm telling you to hold the point and then decide what's happening. Let's say, you know, Skyrath Mage is landing a good 2nd skill into Blood Grenade follow up. at that time, if you have Fury swipes, it could be a kill. But on situations where you need to secure the range creep, and Skyrath Mage can't secure range creep, it's not a Crystal Maiden or something, so in that case you have to use Earth Shock. So now without Earth Shock, you are going to miss your range creep, I believe.
Okay.
And you don't have a way to kill the Eidolons also now since you took Fury swipes, so that's a huge blunder.
Got it.
Right now this guy is aiming Enigma, right? So if you had Earth Shock, and if you had previously communicated with the Skyrath Mage to use second skill, you could kill this guy actually. Your lane is that strong, to be honest. You can kill this guy right now. If this guy is a second skill, right clicks 2 more times and Blood Grenade, you have Earth Shock, you guys will kill the Eidolons, and Enigma will be like this HP already, given his positioning like this. But since you don't know how Enigma works, you are letting Eidolons hit, so it's going to split and it's going to do a lot of damage to you. And the biggest problem, it will deny everything and you can't deal with that. Okay, I'm seeing that you are not stopping your attacks. So I'm just seeing that you're just running here and there, and then when the creep is about to die, you are just right clicking. So instead I would recommend you to watch this BSJ's last hitting guide, where he teaches on how to do the A stop. So the ideal last hitting situation should be like, either if you're using right click or A click, A stop, then A. It should not be like A stop A, it should be like A stop, A stop, A stop A. You have to fake your attack. If you just A stop A, you will essentially lose the CS. But if same goes for right click, so right click stop, hold, position yourself, then right click stop, right click stop, right click stop, kill the creep. But if you are running here and there, and if you're trying to A click, the chances of you missing that CS is high, because there is something called turn rate. So Ursa will turn and then last it. I think I have told in one of my previous PA video also. Yeah, I'll show you in slow motion what Ursa does actually when you run and then you try to do it. Right, you see that, right? Before Ursa is going to right click, it's turning and then right clicking. So you look at this. Now you are positioned, but yeah, since you don't know to stop yourself, you are running here and there. At the end, you are doing it. This CS is fine. This CS also fine because you are positioned towards the creep. But see, I'll show you the next one. Also fine. You see, Ursa did that moonwalk thing, and then it tried to kill the creep. The main reason why people do that left right moving here and there is to confuse Enigma, so that Enigma can't right click you. So other than that, you don't need to do that.
Okay. It's like muscle memory now, moving around.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with people doing A stop is they just do A stop. A stop, A. That's what they think. You have to do A stop, A stop, A stop. You have to repeatedly press the A and S keys repeatedly. Yeah, if you don't do that, then people will know that you're going for that CS and they will be right clicking you. Instead, if you fake your attack, they'll be they'll kind of mess up. Yeah,
I've seen a video with Quinn where he explains last hitting, where you have to A stop, A stop, A stop until the range reach last attack is coming, then click.
Yeah, so
I understand the concept, but I don't really do it in actual games. I only do them in training.
Okay, so that's fine. You know the concept. Right now you don't have Earth Shock, so you have no way to secure the range creep. So if this guy is if he's a good Enigma player, I think I misclicked. If he's a good Enigma player, he'll send all the Eidolons even to chase you beyond tower. Like, what can you do? But he's not doing that. He's sending it to Skyrath Mage though.
Killed.
The camera position is kind of looking awkward for me, but it's fine. It's covering what you need to know. Now it's back to normal. I think, wait, let me see how you see a standard tower. Because that's the core concept of playing Ursa. Okay, you are doing that. Yeah, it's especially needed for Ursa. You have to hit the creep once so that the Fury swipes will be there. And then you can go for the kill. So if you attack once, it's giving you like 13 damage. So that's like easy CS. But if you wait and then CS, then you're griefing your hero. I think you're doing that, it's fine.
Wait.
Yeah, you're doing that, it's fine.
I'm not doing that here though.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, now this is your power spike. Blowing for the Lotus. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Aggro's also. I mean, the first time the aggro messed up. Hope you know why.
Already aggro.
Yeah, so whatever creeps that are within Ursa's 500 radius, they will get aggroed. So it could be global also. You can click Enigma, Magnus, or even Lina, and that will trigger the aggro. Since you are not in range and you pressed right click, it triggered the aggro. So now if you right click and try to aggro, it will not work. You know that aggro cooldown, right?
Yes.
But now the aggro didn't work because you were not in range. But second time it worked. That's fine. Enigma is not harassing you at all. I mean, side launch split. Oh, you're dead. Oh, I think you are doing the same mistake that I do. So, you know, I think you have to create a safe zone for yourself on where it is fine for you to, do the normal laning phase that you do. So I think up to this point is where you can, do the normal stuff. Up to this tree to this tree. After this, you have to, you should be fine with letting go of some CS. And for Radiant, it should be up to here. This tree to this tree. This tree to this tree. And for Dire, it should be this tree to this tree. After it crosses here, see, this is the spot where Dire is converting into Radiant. See, it's getting all lush and here it's all darkness. So if you're playing Dire, stay in the darkness. If you're playing Radiant, stay in the, happy side. So after this, you have to be ready to, sacrifice some CS. Right here, it's fine. You are still in the safe side. After this, you should not go for this range creep. This range creep is you are griefing yourself. So if you do this, if you cross this side and if you try to take this, you are in danger. It could be anything. It could be a Pudge with a hook. It could be a Dark Willow with first kill, or it could be a Shaman. It could be I don't know, Spirit Breaker, Tusk, anything. Anyone will easily lock you here, and even if you don't die, you are going to essentially lose the advantage you have. This is a big blunder that I do. So that I'm trying to improve. If I play Monkey King, I will go till here and I'll be chasing him. That is fine if your guy is also there, because it could be considered an advantage as well. Because, most of the time when you try to gank, dive into tower, it's when you have a double wave. So right now you have a double wave. So if Skywrath Mage was there, then it could be a play where, you can dive Enigma and try to kill him, assuming you already have kept him half HP. But since you didn't do that, and you have crossed the line where you should not be there, and this is the place where position 5 they automatically program themselves to go and pull, just the right play, and you have to respect that and you have to back off.
Right.
So you are not understanding where you belong. So you could have died here. If you died here, game would have got over. That's the current state of my Immortal Dota right now. If I make one misplay and Enigma gets a kill on Ursa, he will finish his drums. Then he will take this tower and he will snowball from there and I'll lose the game. So yeah, mistakes are costly right now. So should not do this mistake. So the moment this path is crossed, you should be like, okay, I am fine to letting go of some CS. You can't blame your Skywrath Mage like, why is he pulling? I mean, that's what position 5 do, they pull. But yeah, since this was Archon,
there's no reason to pull here, right? Because creep is going into tower, so
no, see, that is the only time when support should not pull is when he knows that you are controlling the wave and he is trying to pull. Other than that, any pull that position 5 does is really good, because it will grief their level. Even if one creep dies here, that's a huge disadvantage for Enigma. So you can never say that pull is bad. It's only when you're playing a range hero like a draw ranger or some shit, and there is already a lot of creeps and you're the lane is fine here, and at that time this guy is trying to pull. So I always say this in my coaching session. So laning phase is not just about just hitting the creeps and trying to kill the Enigma. It's divided into a lot of mini games. One mini game, you have to see if you have more range creeps or he has more. If he has more creeps or you have more creeps. And the second thing, you have to see what your position 5 is doing, what's his mental state. Is he unblocking the camp? Is he trying to pull? How is he trying to play? Is he trying to play aggressive or is he playing passive? And based on that, you have to decide. And third thing is you have to see where position 4 is. If it's a Rubik position 4, if he's standing here, you have to stand at the opposite side. You have to mirror the enemy support's positioning. Rubik here, you have to be here. Rubik here, you have to be here. If you last it while Rubik is here, he will be right clicking you freely. So yeah, these are some things you have to consider if you want to take your game to the next level. But yeah, given it's Ursa lane, I am not seeing much enough an aggression from you, and I won't blame you for that, because Enigma is looking scary. So the thing that you have to do is, so you should not let these Eidolons split. If it was 3 Eidolons, this guy use second skill, you use first skill, Eidolons would have died, and then you could have killed Enigma. But since you are letting it split, you are a little unsure, like, if I go and kill, can I really kill this guy? This is the right call. So next time if you play against Enigma or Beastmaster, make sure you kill their boar or their Eidolons. Right now, I'll tell you when you should strike. This guy will spawn his fresh Eidolons now. See, right now he spawned. right now when he spawns, you and Skyrath Mage should team up and you have to kill these Eidolons. It could be that, or if Enigma, this guy is busy trying to bully Magnus, instead of aggroing, you should go and start right clicking these creeps. If he uses Malefice, you back off. So that's where you turn into
or quickly disposing the Eidolons.
Can you come again?
Maybe I should also get 1 point in W so that
that's fine. That's fine. You this level 3 is your power spike, to be honest, where you get your 2 points in Fury Swipes and you are doing 21 damage per attack and stacks and you kill. It's that easy. But given Enigma has actually played good, he has went for boots of speed and windlays. That's why you are never getting an opportunity to kill this guy. But yeah, I mean, the most of the time he using Eidolons are kind of dumb, so you could have capitalized on it.
Okay.
Instead, you are letting the Eidolon split. So now it's split. Now you can't do anything, and the lane has turned passive.
I think it's a mindset problem also for me, because when I'm playing carry, I don't really think about aggression much. I just try to get my battle fury.
Then I think then you have to play heroes that accommodate to your playstyle. So if you like to do that, then you have to play heroes that that loves farming. Now Eidolons are split, and you have no clue on what you have to do, so you are instantly using Earthshock. Now if he malefices you, you are dead. And are you dead? Yeah, you are dead. So this death is costly. This guy is a good Enigma player. He will go drums, he will rush drums, and he will take the tower. You can't do anything about it. That's how Enigma works.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think you also bought Wand, I think, pretty late. You didn't have the money for face boots, or you finished the face boots? Yeah, okay. You finished face boots and Wand is coming. Okay, that's fine. I thought you sacrificed your face boots for Wand at the last second.
I think my thought process here was, I thought Earthshock would kill all the creeps, right? So then it would just be Enigma and Eidolons. In that case, I might have survived there. But 3 of the creeps were still alive after I Earthshocked.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do anything with Earthshock level 1. So that's where, the prepping up comes, If you want to really kill someone in lane, it should not be like where, Skyrath may press a second skill, you press your second skill and Earthshock, and you try to, instantly KO them, for full to 0. It should be like that small place that you do, the small poke and play that you do, that will enable you to, kill. Wait, I'll show you from the start. Now we have seen, how you kind of need to play the lane, so that you're doing fine. But the aggression part is missing because you took the wrong skill. That is number 1. This is all fine. Whenever Skyrath Mage is using second skill, that's a guaranteed kill for you. But since you don't have Earthshock, kind of not working out. Okay. I smell blood in the water. So right here, Skyrath Mage was nearby. You could have went for the kill, but he wasn't there, and he's pulling. His pull failed, so that's good for you. Or else I think would have got fucked up. Because these many Eidolons and these many creeps, the pull would have fucked you up. The pull didn't work. CS wise, you're doing pretty good. And here also Lotus also was contested, so there is nothing much you can do. Here he can't do much because Eidolons got split. And here you made a misplay by trying to go for that creep. Again this guy pulled, and you didn't take it into tower. That's good play. Maybe here you could have gone, I think, right here. Because you see that Enigma used Malefice and his Eidolons are not yet split. So here you could have dragged the creeps along with you and not use Earthshock, just right click him 2 to 3 times, and then when he presses Malefice, you have the option to either go back or go in, depending on what Skyrath Mage is doing. Right here Eidolons are not split, so you could have either jumped onto these Eidolons and killed it, or you could have went on Enigma because you saw Malefice got used. And even if Malefice was there, I don't think you would have died. But instead, you didn't, you are not kind of setting up any place as a Ursa. If you're playing Sven, that's fine. If you're playing Luna, that's fine. If you're playing Medusa, that's fine. But if you are picking a hero that is destined to kill, that likes killing, you have to play its playstyle. And now Eidolons are split, you can't do much. Skyrath Mage is trying to initiate now, which is too late. Can't do much. But maybe, still you could have done something, Here also you could have done something, in my opinion. See, every hero has certain kind of way to escape or can feel safe. But once you use that, you are in trouble. For example, Ursa with Earthshock, Anti-Mage with Blink, PA with second skill, Slark with Dark Pack Pounds. So unless you have these spells reserved, people can't kill you. But the moment you use it, you are, you have to either go for the kill or you have to use it to back off. So right here, when this guy used his second skill, you could have walked up, try to right click this Enigma 2 to 3 times and then back off, like use Earth Shock to escape. And if he's gonna die, because definitely he will, because you have Furious 5's 2 point and Skyrath may slowed him with his level 3 spell. I mean, his level 2 concussive shot. There is 100% chance you could have bullied this guy. See, now the main difference that that happens with the Immortal Ursa and Archon Ursa is, right, you are not making this guy buy anything. You are not punishing him. You are not making him even buy a salve. He's happy with whatever he wants to do. He will go arcane boots. He'll go drums. No one can stop him. But if you are playing against Immortal Ursa, the guy will be looking like, where will this guy make a misplay? Where can I punish him? Right here, you don't need to use Earth Shock, because if you use Earth Shock, he will Malefice and the Eidolons are split. But when your partner tried to use second skill, you could have assisted him. So it's all going.
I'm not even thinking about Skyrath spells or anything, right? I'm just looking at CS.
Yeah, that's I don't know. That's that will work if you're playing certain heroes. Say I am a guy that likes to play really aggressive, and I want to play a Dota where I want to make the offlane abandon. That's my play style. So I'll be only looking to match my CS to get my items I want and then go for the kill. So you have to understand why you're farming. You're farming to get a certain item. Once you get that item, you have to utilize that item, or else that item is going to be useless. So in this case,
right, when I
you are talking about mid game. I am talking in laning phase. It could be a wand, it could be a Orb of Frost, it could be a face boots, it could even be a boots of speed. So yeah, it matters. So good Ursa players, let's say a Grandmaster Ursa who is playing, an Immortal Grandmaster Ursa, I think he would have even went for, Circlet, Stick and Quelling Blade, that build, and he would have even went for Wraith Band and then Boots of Speed, Orb of Frost, Face Boots, like that he would have went, because the amount of harass that Enigma will do is too much, and Ursa can't deal with multiple units. It's a single target hero. So if this Enigma was good, actually, he would have repeatedly sent the Eidolons on your face. Right now, this is a go time. This a lot of plays could have been made. Oh, this is where you're going to die, I think, right? Yeah, my bad. I also got baited by that. But yeah, Eidolons are split. But like I told you, if you have your spell on reserve, no one can kill you. But if you commit, you have to commit fully. Right here, you used your spell that will help you run away. So now you have to go for the kill. So right here, you should have...
Also, so many units.
Right. So right here, you could have killed Enigma if you went for the... if you still went for it. Like you had Stick, you had Lotus, you could have killed. But if you are going to back off, you should have already decided that, you should have had your first kill. You could have first killed into the trees or something, making Malefice useless. And then you could have killed. But instead, you went for the play, but you didn't commit for it. That costed huge. Other than that, I think it's pretty okay, I guess, how you played this lane. Again, he's Archon Enigma, so he's casually using his Eidolons like that. So you can definitely use your second skill, first skill, kill all these Eidolons. If you use Malefice, by then you would have killed all the Eidolons. Right here you could have went for that.
Maybe with face, I think I'll be more aggressive now.
Let's see. So when you are playing against Enigma, one more thing that you can do is you can quickly check. You can click this Eidolons and see what's the remaining time of this Eidolons. So because most people will not be looking at that, especially in Enigma, will not look at when his Eidolons is going to die. See, right now Eidolons died, right? So you could kind of walk up and try to bully the guy. He will be thinking like his Eidolons is alive, his Eidolons will be out, and you can go for the kill. But now it's too late, bro. I won't recommend you to do any plays now, because this is the point where now it's a kill, 100% kill. You want to go for a Tiger, but since you don't have Orb of Frost, you missed the kill. You feel me, bro?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, so this is where you have to understand how a carry would love to play. Ursa, if it's a killing hero, you go for the items that it wants. You had Orb of Frost, 120%, it was dead. And here also, in that last fight where you died, if you had Orb of Frost, you would have killed that guy. I mean, even without Orb of Frost, you would have killed, because you committed, so you should commit fully.
Okay.
Again, a kill. It's fine, I guess. Now it's once you cross this point where you feel like I can't kill this guy anymore, this is the point where you start to show the wave, and you have to start working on getting your neutral items. There are some games where you feel like you will stay in the lane 10 minutes because fights are constantly happening, and you feel like you can still kill this guy, and you feel like I'm not going to push this wave, I'm not going to give him advantage. But now you can clearly see that Enigma, you can't kill Enigma. So just start to show the wave, which you are doing, which is good. I like that you backed off from here. Enigma is pushing the lane, so it's fine. If some players will hold the wave, in that case you can't be standing like that. You should straight away go to jungle. You're doing the same mistake that I do. So you are playing 2v1. Moment Skywrath Mage dies, you are, your team fight is over, because it could be anything. It could be Lina TPing, it could be Zeus TPing, position 5s, they'll be looking to make a play after 7 minutes, 8 minutes. So it could be anything. The moment they see Ursa using Earthshock, they know it's a kill. Let's see from Zeus perspective. Zeus doesn't have TP. What about Lina? Lina's low. So yeah, it worked out in your favor. But you can't always, be like, it will work in your favor. You have to consider, certain things.
And not even in my favor because didn't get there.
Again, since you didn't have Orb Of Frost, it didn't even look like, it was a kill. Oh, they are smoking. They are smoking to do dumb stuff. That's fine. But yeah, you can see that, even in Archon bracket, people are trying to smoke at 9 minutes and trying to make a play. So as you go higher, you have to expect all these things. So one thing...
Around rune time? Oh, why 9 minutes?
No, I'm telling once the day changes to night, if there is no Night Stalker, you have to start predicting other rotations as well. You should not just be focused on Enigma Magnus. What will Enigma Magnus do? Oh my god, this is Blunder.
I saw the black hole coming, but still same duration, right?
I mean, this skill worked in your favor, but you should also expect other rotations as well. That's what's, kind of keeping you in this rank. So right here, you felt that, I can press R in time when he uses black hole. If there was a Zeus or a Lina or something, you are dead.
Yeah.
This was a, legend Lina or ancient Lina, he would have TP'd 120% and he would have not went items like this. He would have had a wand or something and he will have the mana required to, come and burst you down there. So even if you kill Enigma, good job. But if you don't survive, bad job. So always, you have to take fights where you feel like I can kill this guy and I can also run away. In this case, you running into Enigma when he has a black hole is kind of, an Archon play, It worked out, but will it always work out? Depends on the rank. This guy is going Kaya. If he had some other items, he would have killed you. So you killing Enigma, did nothing, to be honest. I mean, Enigma is going to come back with full resources and he's going to show the wave 10 minutes with the siege creep and you can't do anything about it. And, I think you are too obsessed with, always looking at lane creeps. You are not focusing on, trying to get the jungle creeps. I think it's the responsibility of position 1 to get the tier 1 items for his team. If not tier 1 items for his team, at least for himself, So right here, after you killed Enigma, you tried to secure these creeps. Okay, fine. So right here, you should have walked here. You should have walked here, farm this. While you're doing that, no ship out a Sal, but since Cornucopia is coming, it's fine. You're not going to die to some medium camp or small camp. And you have to play from there. But you are not doing that.
No, in normal case, you wouldn't even try to hit small camp, right? Because they do too much damage and there is not much gold coming from there. But in this case, you want me to do it because it will get us
see that items. It's tier items apart. What separates a good carry player from a bad carry player is a good carry player will not be standing idle, bro. He would have already thought about where he's going to farm next. So if I was you, the moment I kill Enigma, I know that I'm to die. I will be expecting a Zeus rotation, a Lina rotation, anything. So I'll be like, okay, I can't stay here anymore, and I'll be backing off and I'll be farming here. So I'm not going to care about how much gold it's going to give me. I'm not going to care about it's going to give me neutral item or not. But I am not going to stand AFK and do nothing because the clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. Medusa is a hero that likes to farm. I think Medusa would be a hero that you would love to play because if you are not going to play for kills,
I have 80% win rate.
If you don't like to go for kills, then Medusa would be the right hero. So look at how this guy is happily farming with no care in the world while you are running from Magnus and all that stuff is happening. I mean, if this ended up on a kill, so it looked good. If it didn't end up on a kill, you are wasting time, This guy is going to flash farm. He's going to use second skill on the creep wave, instant KO. He's going to start, bring the creeps together and use split shot and kill 2 camps at once. And if he's a Sven, he's going to press his ulti and he's going to show the wave and then clear this. And if it's a Morphling, it's going to be a wave form and he's going to farm the jungle. If it's a Slark, he's going to use Dark Pact and he's going to farm the jungle. So it all depends on how fast you're going to clear the wave and you're going to jungle. So if you are put in a situation where you can't clear the wave, then you have to find other ways to optimize your farm. Okay, anyways, you are wasting time. So the time that I'm considering that you're wasting is one, running away from Magnus. Obviously not going to get farm out of that. I mean, but you're getting the kill, Will it always work? That's where you have to think about it.
Because he blundered in this case.
Yeah, he blundered. But if it's a ancient Magnus, he would have told his Lina to, bro, come, let's, kill this Ursa. He doesn't have ulti. Or Enigma would have screamed to the top of his lungs, guys, Ursa, no ulti, go and kill him, Then Zeus could have made a portal play and he would be standing here with the ward here. And they will completely zone you off. But since this is Archon bracket, none of this is happening. So you are looking, good. Right here, this is time waste. Right here, what you're doing, this is time waste. This is what separates you from a good carry player to a bad carry player. Good carry player will farm this. When the creep wave comes here, he will take this, because by then he would have had cornucopia and healing salve. He will be fully ready and he'll be farming this. But since you are not playing optimal for the farm, you are kind of stuck. So I have to farm this or I have to farm this. I mean, that's a good dilemma that you're having, but it should dictate based on what you have. You don't have the resources right now to do that. You don't have the resources to right now wait for the creep wave and farm here, because it's an Enigma. If it's a Legion Commander level 4 with no boots, then that's fine, because you completely stomped that guy. You are 6 over Ursa, you have nothing to fear, and you have an ultimate ready in case something doesn't work out. Right now you are low, you have 20 seconds for enrage, and that's the time you have to go and jungle. You're just running here and there, waiting for the creeps to come, then you're farming it. When there is a Medusa that can use second skill and instantly wave clear, you are still waiting for the creeps to come under your tower.
Yeah.
I think Ursa doesn't use much of his mana, I think Ursa, Troll Warlord, these guys don't use their mana. I mean, Troll Warlord does use it. I'm just telling based on IQ. Not happy with how you use the ulti here. Yeah, Ursa's ulti can be used at last second, bro, But, what? RP is coming, but he's not having a blink dagger, right? So it's going to take you some time before he uses RP. I mean, if this guy is a good Magnus player, he'll be happy that, your ulti got forced just because of a Malefice. And he'll be taking his sweet time and then he will RP. So if I was this Magnus, when I'm skewering, I would have checked Ursa's enrage time. Okay, he's still having enrage, I will not RP. Instead, he kind of panicked. And this again went in your favor. Will this always work in your favor? That's where, you will lose rank. This game, it's working in your favor. What if it doesn't work in your favor? You can't, chase this guy and try to get a kill while Medusa is... I don't know what Medusa's doing. He's not even sending his items. What is wrong with this guy? He's purchasing Mark to buy. Holy shit. How do you lose to this guy, bro? Come on.
500 gold.
Summa, it's standing in the stash. 1,450 gold. Okay, anyways. So you should be optimally, for finding ways to clear the wave and farm. This will happen once you feel like I can't kill this offlane anymore. It's that time where you feel like I have to show the wave. So instead, I have not seen you enter the jungle even once. And I think your teammates also don't have the tier 1s. See, at least now you should go jungle, bro. Please go to jungle now, please. Okay, finally you're going jungle. Oh no, you're going for the ancient. Oh, that's a double stack. I mean, you quickly realizing, and then you should go here, you should farm that. But if this was Sniper's call to like, guys, I will help you, then that's fine. That can turn into a bait play. So this is fine, I guess. Because Sniper was coming and, some mid laners, they get super mad when they told that they'll TP and you are jungling. So it's fine, I guess. Now you have to find way to quickly show this wave and, start jungling. But since, you are on a roll on repeatedly getting kills, your battlefield timing is not looking bad. I think you are having a huge hesitation to farm this camp, bro. I don't know why. But please, I think BST made a separate video on why the small camp is so important. Because this is the camp that connects you to a lot of other camps. You farm this, then it connects you here. You farm this connects you here. You farm this ancient camp and on your way back, you're going to farm this here. So I think even BST told that don't depend on your support to, unblock the camp. By the 7-minute mark, you can just buy your own sentry and unblock this camp. So, I mean, yeah, it breaks and it fucks up your, Fury swipes. But still, it's something worth, I think it'll give you at least like 60 gold with some XP, I think. So, Dota is all about who's having more resources, So right now, Ursa has captured this camp all for himself, while enemy is shut down to just farm this camp and the ancient, which is hard to kill, and this creeps. So you're getting like 3 camps while enemy is having 2 camps. So if Ursa is not utilizing that advantage that is created, there is no point in creating that advantage. That's why it boils me, you know, when people make a play at mid lane, they kill everyone and they don't push the mid tower, you know. What's the point of killing them? People don't even understand why they're killing, you know. They're killing to create that, you know, map space where they can farm. If you have played Age of Empires, you will know, you know, like you create your soldiers and you go and hit a town hall, you destroy the town hall, then you make the town hall yours, and then you create villages around it and you know, expand your map. So similarly goes for Dota also. You farm, you show this wave, you know, you make some enemy guy show up here, you get an information, your team kills this guy, and then this all belongs to you and you have to farm it. If you don't farm it, then there is no point in doing that.
Yeah, it's like I thought I played well this game, but come to see this, it's because I got lucky.
Yeah, you got lucky. That's something that you have to accept, and that's something people don't accept, you know. They compare this with an Immortal game and they'll be like, hey, I got my 40 minutes battle free. Who's this noob? He doesn't even got his items in time, you know. But thing will be, there will be a position 5 waiting here, you know, with wards, and there will be a Lina who will be having boots of travel, and you know, he'll be telling this Enigma to, bro, go and push this, I can help you, you know. All that stuff will be happening, and under that pressure you have to farm.
It's like so much time is I'm wasting, I see now.
Yeah, now you are doing what I what I wanted you to do, you know. I mean, I would still prefer you to farm this instead of walking here. Let's see what you're doing. You are madman, bro. You are a madman. Because of you, AA is gonna die now. Oh, buddy to the rescue. But yeah, all this is putting yourself in a spot where, you know, enemy can make a play. They don't need to know, you know, scratch their heads to find out where Ursa is. They know that Ursa is farming here all the time. But for Medusa, they don't know. Medusa, you know, he will show himself in the lane for like what, 2 seconds? Because by the time he's doing that Mystic Wave, Mystic Snake would have killed the Creep Wave. This guy's farming pattern looks very simple, clean. Just use the Mystic Snake, clear it, go and farm. But while you are, you know, under a lot of trouble. But it's all working out because Lina is dumb. You are getting the kills, you know. Let's say you don't get the kill, you are wasting time while Medusa is farming. So it all depends on, you know, how fast you farm, how efficient you use the camps that you are getting. Big blunder, Archon Blunder.
Them or me?
You, bro. Like, you are tunnel visioning, bro. You are, you know, playing like a caveman. You are not thinking like, what can kill me here? You are only looking at, okay, Lina is looking juicy, I'm gonna kill her, you know. But you're not looking at the Enigma that is behind. You're not looking at the Magnus that is behind. 2 kill threats are there, and you're just like, I am just gonna YOLO this guy and kill, you know. And it worked out.
Like, with Lina, it's kind of top priority, so I thought maybe I could quickly.
I don't think this was a quick kill, right? It was not. Oh my god, this guy he fucked up his black hole.
It took a lot of time.
If Lina survived, you would have fucked so hard, because you are top net worth, and Lina will get that kill. So Lina will own the game. Game over. But for your luck, Lina died, even without Orb of Frost.
Black hole, he didn't use it.
Yeah, he had black hole, he didn't use it. This guy had RP and he took 5 business days to use it. I think he used it immediately. He's good. This Quagmire guy, okay, you know. But still, he's using RP only every time you have Enrage. So yeah, again, you don't have ulti and you're going for the play. See, sometimes, you know, you have to always prioritize yourself, bro. If you are going to make these kind of plays, right, you are not fit to play position 1. Sometimes I tell that to myself. I feel like maybe I'm a good support player, maybe I'm a good offlane player, because I don't have brain, you know. The people who have brain should play position 1. It's as simple as that. You have to be the, you know, if you are watching any anime, right, you have to be that semi-villain guy. You have to be a Vegeta. You have to be, you know, in Demon Slayer, who to say, man? I don't know, forgot.
Anti-hero.
Sanemi. Yeah, you have to be that, you know, I won't say that villain guy, but you have to be that, you know, semi-villain guy. You know, you have to utilize what's given to you. You have to play, you know, a little sacrificial. I mean, I'm telling opposite. You have to sacrifice your teammates and you have to play, you know. So in that case, in this case, even if sniper says like, bro, let's go and kill this guy, you have to ping your enrage and you have to fuck off, you know. You should not be like, my sniper TP'd and I am going to help this guy. Obviously, you're helping this guy, you know. You are helping sniper set up, you know, on killing this Enigma and Zeus maybe. But what are you going to get in return? Nothing. So if you got a sniper, he's happy. Wow, I got a guy who's helping, but he's so dumb that he didn't even got the kill. Look at this guy. He 100% that was a kill. How did he miss that? Take aim, kill the Enigma. He created. He's scared and he is Yeah, but we can't predict all this, You are not a mind reader or, Doctor Strange or something. You have to play for yourself only. If you have ways to kill someone, you go for that play. In last case...
How can it rooted? That kind of caught me by surprise. Is that Enigma has a helm?
Enigma has Atos. Yeah, that is something I think we have to work on, but I won't stress on that right now. By something that you can do additionally as well as to look at what people are having, what items they're having while you're farming. Let's say you're farming this camp, you can quickly just click all these 5 buttons and see, okay, this guy's having this one, okay, this guy's having this one. Oh, Glimmer Cape, okay, I'll buy a dust. Okay, Enigma Atos, okay, I have to be careful of that. That's high level. Now I will just recommend you to focus on creating the situations where you can make a play. It's not always that position 5 should make a play and you have to follow with it. You are not a grandmother or something. You have to create the play. You have to make Enigma low HP. Skywrath Mage should follow up and it should be a kill. It should not be like always 0 to 1, 0 to 1, like 1 to 0, full to 0. It should be opposite. Okay, I hope you don't die here, bro. Still not sure on what you're thinking while you're trying to do this stuff. So you have to think and decide, bro. If you are going to do this TP, you have to ask yourself, do I have the right to do this TP? Oh, I'm seeing Enigma farming mid lane. Okay, then I can go and make this play. Okay, I see my Magnus trying to make a play on Razor. Okay, then this TP is fine. But all are missing. No one's showing here, right? And that fight has been happening all this time. And you clearly see Eidolons are also there. And you also see that you don't have ulti. So what gives you the right to, TP like this? TP like this, understandable. You TP here, farm the ancients, farm here. And then when, this tower is getting pushed, you'll have your enrage. Then you can, try to, run through these trees and maybe Enigma's here and you kill him. But right here, you don't have any rights to do that, Look at from, this guy's Magnus perspective. Clearly, he can see that you are TPing. If Lina was there, second skill, you are dead.
Yeah, 0 to full to 0.
Full to 0, easily. So, I would recommend you to use the brain, bro. It's very hard to do. No Dota player does that. No Dota player uses their brain. But if you have this attitude of playing selfishly, playing like a semi-villain, you are thinking and playing, and before you do something, you ask yourself, what is the condition for me to do that? I think that will make you a great player. But you are just tunnel visioning to, I can kill this Eidolons easily with Battle Fury. I have Battle Fury, guys. I can do this, You can do this if you're playing position 5. Let's say you're playing Jakiro. With all means, you can use dual breath and you can clear this while your Ursa is farming the triangle. You're happy that you're, you're showing yourself in the map and you're, defending a tier 1 at 16 minutes. That's fine. You are a position 1 and you don't have the right to do that. If Zeus was smart, he would have, killed you. I think maybe could have used third skill or something, Even if they make you use ultimate, you are fucked, How much is your cooldown? 70 seconds of cooldown. 70 seconds Ursa is not having his ultimate. So they can do anything they want, Let's say this Zeus is smart. He's a third skill. He forces you to press ultimate. He smokes. He makes all these 3 guys to go like this. Maybe he would have already placed a ward here and he knows Ursa is a bot. And even if he doesn't have a ward, he knows that you'll be farming there because you're Ursa with the Battle Fury. Where else you're going to go? So all these people will think, bro, as you go higher and higher. You will not always get these dumb kind of players who are going both soldering and arcane boots and showing themselves in the map. They'll be using smoke like crazy, Again, it's working in your favor. Everything is working in your favor, bro. Are you seeing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so one good tip that I'll give you, think while you play. Hard to do that, but think while you play. While you're farming this creep wave, just quickly check what is Medusa having. Oh, Medusa finished Manta Style. Okay, Medusa, could be having Eagle Song. Okay, you can be like, okay, I need to prep myself to get a MKB. Okay, what is Enigma having? Okay, it was still no Blink Dagger. Okay, I'm fine. Okay, Magnus Blink Dagger. Oh, I have to be careful. Oh, Lina, what's he going? Okay, dumb noob. I can aim this guy easily in teamfights, kind of like that. Hope you guys enjoyed the coaching session. If you loved it, please do hit the like and subscribe button. And for coaching details, you can DM me on Discord. We also do streaming on YouTube and Twitch daily at 7 PM IST. Do tune in and I'll see you guys there.